upon one upon whom his mercy is bestowed can hear him. Jahi jane jahi dehi janai. The
Mm,
Lord
mm.
was much pleased with
That's
Narad
why,
Muni.
so in between you will hear some Ramcharit Manas quote and all. That will be from Ravi Prabhu. So you will enjoy it. Yes,
Don't
he
be
is equal.
disturbed with it.
No, not disturbed. You will be pleased actually.
Acha, okay.
I mean, for every Bhagavatam verse, he will quote equivalent Ramcharit Manas verse. Yes, that capability.
One upon
Yes,
whom
Prabhu.
his mercy is bestowed can hear him. The
Hmm.
Lord was much pleased with Narad Muni, and
There is a
therefore
Sanskrit,
the
there is a Upanishad verse also, by the way. Yam Rinute Tanu Swam. Can Piyush Prabhu is here? He can figure it, find it out. It's a Nayam Atma na vachani na pravachani na labhyo na medaya na bahuna sutena yam yevaisham Rinute tena labhyaha. That's the last line. Prabhupada's his favorite was from Upanishad. I think Shvetashvara Upanishad, or one of the Mundak Upanishad, one of the Upanishads it is. Maybe you can find out in the meantime with maybe yes.
the
Yes,
Lord
Prabhu.
was much pleased with Narad Muni, and therefore the necessary strength was invested in him. Investment, huh?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
investment. Investment with
Krishna,
unlimited interest.
Krishna is the first investment banker. Mayyev man
Yes.
adarsva may buddhim
Yeah.
niveshaya.
Nivesh, invest in me.
And therefore the necessary strength was invested in him
Mm,
so that
mm.
he could hear the Lord. It is not, however, possible for others to perceive directly the touch of the Lord during the probationary stage of regulative devotional service. Probationary officer, यहाँ भी आ गया.
Probation, this probationary is a beautiful word.
अच्छा.
Probationary is a beautiful word because during probation, the office, if they don't like, they can kick you out, isn't it?
हाँ, during probation.
If they don't like you, they can kick us out. So Krishna also get kicked out if you are not behaving properly in the probationary period.
तो ये थोड़ा प्रभु कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी नहीं होगा, हो गया उससे क्या वो स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायतो महतो भयात्.
No, it is not contradiction. What he is telling is that Swalpam apyasya dharmasya. If you are, see, probationary period does not mean insincerity.
अच्छा अच्छा.
Probationary period में sincerity होता ही है, लेकिन हमारे पास वो what is that? You have little shortcomings, like we cannot stay concentrated for a long time, or we may have little attraction to some extra, some say prasadam or some little here and there, some little things. That is little thing which is not uh, uh, due to insincerity. You understand? That is due to the karma vasana from the previous life, whatever they got, they might be having those little things here and there. But by and large, the sincerity is not sincerity. That's why Prabhupada keeps repeating sincerity of purpose, sincerity of purpose.
नहीं तो प्रोबेशनरी में सिंसेरिटी है कि नहीं है?
Hey, that's what I think
अच्छा
is. That's
अच्छा.
why I said when we are saying when I said when he will kick us out in the probationary period, somebody might come and that when he loses that sincerity, then he may be kicked out.
अच्छा
We may
अच्छा.
have.
So
That is why he says that Vipra Dvishad Guna Yuthad Aravinda Nabha Adaravinda Vimukha Swapacham Varishtam Manye Tadarpita Manovachane Hitartha Pranam Punati Sakulam Natu Bhuri Manah. This is Prahlad Maharaj to Nashankadev Bhagwan. He's saying
तो फिर
a Brahmana may be there with all 12 required qualities of that is expected from a Brahmana, everything. That is quality. He is having those whatever qualities like what is that? Our basically self-control, that austerity, everything that those things will be there. Those 12 qualities that are there. Um, being a Brahmana, who is expected from a Brahmana, right? But Adara Vinda Vimukat, the insincerity is revealed in this line. Vipra Dushat Gunayutad Aravindanabha Aravindanabha Padaravinda Vimukhat. He is doing all these things, but his attraction to the lotus feet of Krishna or dedication to the lotus feet of Krishna is missing. That is insincerity.
तो
You
फिर
get me?
किक अस आउट तो नहीं होगा ना प्रभु, मतलब ये क्लियर नहीं हुआ, मतलब प्रोबेशनरी
No, hold on, hold
पीरियड
on,
में.
hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm just saying this is in this lack of attraction to the lotus feet of Vimukha, Father Vinda Vimukha Swapacham Krishna. Father and the Vimukha means disregard for the lotus feet of Krishna. In other words, disregard for the devotional service to Krishna. लोटस फीट ऑलवेज मीन डिवोशन सर्विस. तो इनके पास तो सब बाकी सब चीज होगा, श्रुति, वेरी एक्सपर्ट, वेद निपुणा, वट एवर, राइट, ऑल दोस थिंग्स विल बी देयर, बट ही इज नॉट अट्रैक्टेड टू द लोटस फीट ऑफ कृष्णा yet, right? This is one category of person. Another category is saying Adharavita Vimukha Swapacham Varishtam, but that Brahmana is having these qualities, but a dog eater, Swapacham means dog eater, Chandala, he is greater than this Brahmana. When Manye Tadarpita Mano Vachana Ihita Artha, he may be born in a Chandala family or Chandala body, whatever, but Manye Tad Arpita, he has offered his body, mind, and words to Krishna. And Mano Vachana Ihita Artha is everything, all his money, wealth, everything, he is offered to Krishna. Pranam Punati Sakulam. He is not only that he will purify his life also, but Sakulam is all up and down, all the ancestors down, everybody, his whole of the dynasty he can purify. Who? This Chandala. Swapacham Varishtam, Adhara Vinda Vinka Swapacham Varishtam, Manye Tadarpita Mano Vachana Ihitartha, Pranam Punati Sakulam, Natu Bhuri Manaha. Bhuri Manaha means proud about himself. I have this quality, I am this, I am that, etc., etc. So this quality of this pride is a part of our insincerity. We are not sincere in our purpose. I am doing everything for my sense gratification. Rise people. I mean, the basically our name, fame, adoration, those kind of stuff. So that is insincerity. And as long as that insincerity is not there in this probationary devotional service, Krishna will give us that extra mercy, which is normally not given during probationary devotional service. Normally, during probationary devotional service, it is not possible to hear Krishna or see Krishna. But in Muni's case, probationary in the sense, he is not yet become Pakka. That will be revealed in the next verse. He is trying, he is making sincere efforts, but he has not become that steadiness and maturity hasn't. It has to settle only after a while. Right? It will take some time to settle.
अर्ली स्टेजेस में भी उनको मर्सी दे दिया.
Normally that mercy is this amount of mercy is normally not revealed. Like hearing what Krishna is speaking. See, Ramanujacharya and all was directly talking to Varadaraj Bhagwan and Ranganath Swami and all that. Our Shadgo Swamis were talking to Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govind and all directly, right? So that direct interaction, what directly speaking means, it is not just speaking, and hearing also. In other words, see, we can go and speak to the Lord just like that, stand in front of the Lord's deity, and we can we can just go on with our speaking. But what Krishna is speaking, we have to hear, no?
Prabhuji, your point understood, but kindly also elaborate on this point, that in which situation, because as you rightly said, in probationary one can be out of the service also, but in case of devotional service, my understanding is one can never be out of it. It may become a prolonged probationary, but one will not be dismissed out of the devotional service. Is my understanding right? Or
Correct. No. Your point is exactly correct. But what I meant by probationary this thing is that
नहीं, आपका
that's what I
point समझ
said.
गया प्रभु, आपका point समझ गया. I am asking another point,
He
that
will not be
this
rejected.
That's what I was wanting to ask. Yeah.
Only hiring, no firing.
अच्छा, extension of probation हो सकता है, but
हाँ
फायरिंग नहीं होगा ना, वही पूछ रहा
फायर नहीं
था
होगा,
मैं।
वही चीज है मैम।
नहीं
आई
तो
मीन
बहुत प्रॉब्लम में पड़ जाऊंगा मैं।
I I understood your where you are coming from. All of
थैंक
us.
यू ब्रो।
That's nice, right? So probationary stage of normally see probationary stage means yes we will be doing certain things here and there, but we may not be able to hear what Krishna is speaking. That kind of a pakwata hasn't come yet. But that extra mercy is given to Narad Muni because of your sincere efforts that Krishna is giving it to them.
It was a special gift for Narad.
Hmm.
When he heard the pleasing words of the Lord, the feeling of separation were to some extent mitigated. A
Hmm.
devotee in love with God feels always the pangs of separation and is therefore always enwrapped in transcendental ecstasy.
Hmm. See, these words are very strong and powerful. No, enwrapped. You wrap it, no, completely. You wrap it, enwrapped in transcendental ecstasy.
मतलब
How
हम तो अभी
beautiful these
लव में
words
है
are.
ही नहीं, बिकॉज हमें तो अभी पैंग्स ऑफ सेपरेशन आ ही नहीं रहा है, हमारा तो बुरा
No,
हाल है।
no. The reason is because Bhagavatam is punching the pangs of separation. Krishna is speaking through these words, through Prabhupada's words. So we are actually experiencing Krishna's presence even while studying this. But the beauty is that Krishna is giving us his association just like he is given the association through his words. Speaking to he's going to speak now to Narad Muni, right? The same way, through these shlokas, through these purports, actually Krishna is speaking to us.
हम्म।
And that is why we are feeling very joyful even doing Ekadashi Vrata. You read any other book or any other thing, you cannot fast all these days, all day and doing this austerity. Who will get up early in the morning and go to the Mangalarti and do his chanting and dancing and what, right? Even though we are fasting the whole day, tomorrow still temple will be filled with the devotees from and Mangalarti time. How does that happen?
हम्म।
We will be literally feeling like a completely lost this thing, right? So that is very very important to see how these words are keeping us energized. These words, words in the sense, Bhagavatam is Krishna's Shabda Rupa. But the beauty here is, Evam Yatantam Vijane. See, we do have a virtual association here, but honestly speaking, wherever we are, maybe one or two people will be there. We don't have a big gathering where we are together and or in physically in person, I'm saying. But even though we are together, we are all individually trying to understand, isn't it? I may be speaking, but each one of us, like you are asking a question, I'm speaking. Individually, we are making our attempts, correct? So that is vijane. Means on our own we are trying our thing. No, we are not depending on. Of course, when we are asking some question, everybody is benefited by the answer. But even that benefit also only if we have the focus and dedication to hear that sincerely. Krishna will reveal. Krishna will make us understand that. Otherwise, we will be left unconvinced. Correct.
यस।
And for anyone who is answering also, for him also or her also, they should be having the sincerity due to which he will speak through those people. That will convince the other person. See, every question which is asked with sincere attitude, with sincerity, is actually that question itself has Krishna in it, with a sincere desire to serve Krishna, sincere desire to understand him. Serve in the sense, understand him more and serve him, improve the quality of our service. Right? The same way, every answer that is spoken to those questions filled with a desire to please Krishna. and to help Machitama Bodhayantaha Parasparam, that also has Krishna inside it. In other words, in the form of the Shabda, Krishna is actually helping each other. The one who is asking the question and one who is answering and those who are listening. What is that? Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha Purushan Treen Punatihi. Vatsa, what is that? Vatsa Vaksha Pruchakam Stotram. Just like Swardunyapo, the three loka, how Ganges, Mother Ganges is purifying all the three lokas like that. Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha. There's Katha through Prashna, the exchange of question answer thing. Vasudeva Katha, Krishna Katha, Purushan Treen Punati. Three people are purified. Vatsaram, Puchakam, Stotram, sorry. One who is speaking, one who is questioning, and one who is listening also. All three. Right? So here this key word is Yatantam. What is that Bhagavad Gita shloka that immediately you will coming? Yatantasya Dridhavrataha Namasyantasya Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. Right? Yatantasya Dridhavrataha means endeavoring with determination. You are endeavoring, but with determination. We endeavor to understand Krishna. We may not be able to understand everything about him. Some we may not. Or sometimes we may do the service properly. Sometimes it may be disturbed, affected. But determination is the next word Krishna is using there. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantasya Dridhavrataha. Keeps on doing kirtans. Kirtan means glorification of Krishna. Even now, what we are doing is also kirtan only. Yatantasya Dridhavrataha. When you are yatantasya, you are doing with the endeavor, engaged in the attempts. And Prabhupada is writing very nicely. One who is engaged in attempting. We are all attempting to understand. We are all attempting to hear, attempting to please Krishna.
मतलब आंसर भले ही नहीं आता हो पर क्वेश्चन पेपर अटेम्प्ट किया तो भी मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे.
वही चीज. You as soon as you sit and attempt, you are pass.
सही है
ना. पास मार्क, बॉर्डर मार्क, जो वो सब चीज नहीं है. Right? So that line is very beautiful. Sorry, Gaurav Prabhu, you have raised your hand.
Prabhuji, just wanted to know your version of determination. I mean, how did Maharaj define determination? So it's like
Maharaj told us one thing, that you will be determined to do this. What do you call devotion? You will be determined to do the devotional service, irrespective of whether somebody is there or not. Now, when a devotee association, the association of devotees is making me even break my complacency, laziness, etc., and want to get out of bed. You may rest for a little bit, and then you get out, and somehow or other you want to get the association. If the association is not that, anyway, it's okay. Till morning, tomorrow morning time is there. Somehow or other we'll have to do. So those kind of things will come when we are in a lonely place. When you are alone. Lonely place means we are alone basically, right? We have even the devotees will be around, but we will not be associating with them. That also means we are in a lonely place. They will be around. Hundreds and thousands of devotees will be around, but you don't want to associate. Right? So that is also being lonely. And Evam Yatantam Vijana. Here in Narada Muni's case, even if he wanted, no devotees are there around. Like we said earlier also, that he was searching for the sages who gave him the mercy, but he couldn't get them anywhere. He goes all through the hills and forests and mines and towns and villages, and everywhere he's going.
Prabhu,
Right?
what is the point you are mentioning, that there are devotees but you are still alone? So what is, I couldn't understand.
Oh, I said like there are many places where devotees are there with around where there are devotees around them, but they don't feel like associating with those devotees. They don't want
So,
to.
meaning what?
Any kind of thing.
This is the shortcoming of the devotee not wanting
Yeah,
to associate.
yeah. So you cannot be with that. Somewhere you'll find association. Or forget about it, Prabhu. You have we all have so many devotee contacts. I'm including myself in that list of people who does like this. That how many times we pick up the phone and talk to people. We think that maybe for diplomatic sake we'll say, oh, that devotee is free, maybe he's busy or she is busy or like that. Just a simple Hare Krishna, how are you? Or maybe sharing one or two words from the Prabhupada's part, right? That is actually so many devotees are there in our contacts, but we may forget many people. I am associating with somebody who is maybe in regular touch with me, but somebody may not be in regular in touch with me, but he is not my enemy. Just that they just forgot. So when they forget, we can always make an attempt to remember them. That is also being staying alone. But in that place, Vijay, in that place also, what is Narada Muni's thing? He or you go anywhere else where there is no devotees at all around. Again, many times devotees say, Prabhu, association nahi mil raha hai. But say, I always say this, right? In Bhagavatam, so many devotees are there. Right now, in this one purport, in this one verse and this purport, we have Vyasadev's association, we have Narad Muni's association, we have Prabhupada's association, right? Even without this group, I'm telling, if alone, if I'm sitting and reading also, we have all these people's association. And beyond that, the sages are there, Suta Goswami is there, there is 88,000 rishis are there, Parishit Maharaj, Sukadev Goswami, they are there. All their association is there in just for every purpose. Why can't we realize that there are devotees around? So, what I mean is, we should never feel lonely. That's why this word lonely place. Actually, a place where you feel lonely is different from a place where you are alone. These two words are different actually, completely different, ocean of difference. A place where you feel lonely is a place where even if people are around, you are feeling it's a feeling of loneliness, like a kind of uneasiness.
Wonderful point. Yeah, yeah.
Uneasiness
Wonderful
is
point,
there.
Prabhuji.
So I may have devotees around, but feel I say, oh, that devotee, oh my God, I don't want to associate with him, or oh, if I go, they will ask 100 questions. Like that, will have some little difficulty. Yes, it is true. There may be some things on the other side also, but then the thing is that loneliness, the feeling of loneliness is being injected into us through whatever material qualities that are, or the material energy is there in between that atmosphere, no material atmosphere that is present there. That is making us feel lonely even in the presence of, say, so much of facilities that Prabhupada has created. Whereas a place where you are alone is a very positive place for devotional service. When you feel lonely, you are not experiencing the presence of Krishna. When you are feeling alone or you want to be alone, there you actually feel the presence of Krishna too strongly. That's why Prabhupada always says the devotee never feels lonely, but he wants to be alone. So Maharaj said, wherever you are in that place, you create devotee association by your endeavors, like how Prabhupada did it. In the next purport, we'll see this beautiful quality of Prabhupada.
So
or he's
meaning is that
revealing.
even if one is lonely, so far the attempt is made to remove the loneliness is sufficient. Is it?
Beautiful. That's the point. That's the point. That where we are lonely, feeling lonely, nobody is there. I'm afraid. Lonely means you will be feeling afraid. Nobody is there to protect me. That is the feeling of loneliness. Nobody is there to help me. Right? When alone means I have Krishna to help me. I don't need anybody. Even if nobody is there, it is okay. In fact, you will want to
So
be alone.
in loneliness, what is the attempt, Prabhu?
Huh. When you are afraid in a place where it is very lonely, means you are the atmosphere is such that you are very lonely. Like lonely in the sense you are totally put into, like how Prahlad Maharaj was. There was a devotee association for him. Everybody around him was torturing and threatening, trying to kill him. Own father trying to kill him. Oh, what else you want? But in that moment, what did he do? He was doing smaranam. That is his attempt in that lonely place. He was not dejected because he was lonely. Nobody is there to help him. That situation may make you feel lonely, but you don't feel lonely. You feel you want to you are still feeling Krishna's presence. Yes, that is how we come out of it. That is the attempt. Prabhu, best example is
Okay,
our
Prabhu.
Maharaj Prabhu from Puja Maharashtra Goswami Maharaj. He was he nobody was there with him in the say in London, Soho, and all that. Nobody was there to sit and study like this with him. By his mercy, we were able to do these things. But when he was there, immediately after Prabhupada's departure, he moved to the temple, Asava, Vanaprastha. Everybody will go. All of them were of his son's age. They will all go for Nagar Sankirtan and book distribution and everything, which is that's what they do normally. That is what is supposed to be done. But his age and his physical health situation did not allow him to go like run very fast with them and do all that stuff. He went once or twice, but was not able to go consistently. But what did he do? He was all alone in the temple, and that is alone. I mean, nobody was there, only Radha and Aneshwara. And he said that if you want, I can sit and study Bhagavatam. So that way, that loneliness was converted into a blissful situation by me wanting to be alone with Krishna. We should be looking for, in other words, when I'm studying Bhagavatam, suddenly somebody calls or some unnecessary calls or something is coming. We'll say, please hold on. I want to complete this after 1 hour, 45 minutes or whatever time. After this, I will come and do it. With no disturbance in between. That is why we say that chanting do without interruption as much as possible. Study also do it without much interruption as much as possible. And then our Maharaj used to in fact say that every day have a quiet corner with Krishna. Try have a quiet corner where you are alone with Krishna. So trying to be alone with Krishna, wanting to be alone with Krishna will drive away the fear of loneliness. You get me? So
Yes.
because of that attempt, that same, this directly applies to, see, I will tell you one important point that when Maharaj came to the temple, he did not have so much association with Prabhupada because he's a Grahastha also, and Prabhupada was also traveling always. So during that period, he could not travel with Prabhupada and all, right? He saw Prabhupada only when he came to London a few times and spent time. So uh, and after that, Prabhupada's departure, the whole thing was like moving in one direction. And Maharaj, being brought up in a Vedic culture already, he was trying his best to understand Bhagavatam, but there was nobody to train him or teach him, or uh, you know that was not there. He hadn't personally. spent a lot of time with Prabhupada to understand. So he was telling that many times I would be struggling to find what is this, what is that. I will go back and forth, back and forth. I was struggling. Yatanta Vijane, in a lone place, he didn't have anybody to ask question like, what is this Prabhupada is saying here? It's like how we are doing now. But he said, I will go slowly, have my own notes. I will not go to the next verse until and unless I am reasonably satisfied with my understanding of the current verse. I will just do it just like that. Okay, this verse I don't understand. This verse I don't understand. I have never done that. He said. So that is why he was filled with realizations. That attempt, Krishna reciprocated with realizations. You know, we may say that, oh, Krishna is not speaking to me. Krishna is not speaking to me. How can we understand that Krishna is speaking to me? You know one thing, actually Krishna is speaking to us. How you know?
Through Bhagavatam.
No, that is yes, through Bhagavatam, but we are all doing Bhagavatam now only. But how is it that I'm saying that Krishna is speaking to all of us now also?
True Paramatma, Prabhuji.
Yes, but what is that experience that we are having? I said when Krishna speaks, we hear, you'll be able to hear. No, anybody speaks, you'll be able to hear. We say that I am not in a position to hear Krishna's voice, etc. Especially while
Prabhuji,
studying.
with the desire to understand, to the desire.
No, desire is there. Desire to understand. Yes, Shamsundar Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you know, Krishna is all attractive. And his attraction is keeping us going on and on and on. So I feel, you know, this is very important point.
No, that is correct. But how can we confirm that Krishna is speaking to us?
No, as the inner voice is
And
all
we are
the
here.
time telling us.
Yes, but what is the experience that we are having? I am making this statement that we all are right now hearing Krishna. Krishna is speaking to us.
Because the
How can you prove?
satisfaction we are getting,
That's a
the
Saturday evening
satisfaction we
again
are
we have
getting, and
joined
we are
here.
going.
Satisfaction is one thing. Beyond that, we are all understanding. No,
Hmm.
the discussions we are understanding. No, that understanding is coming because Krishna is speaking to us.
Dadami buddhi yogam tam.
Buddhi Yogam is giving, but apart from that, he's speaking also. Simply see, Prabhu, it is like this. Buddhi is there, intelligence is there to understand, but somebody has to make you understand, no?
Prabhuji, I didn't get you. How
Yeah, he
Krishna
is only making us
what your
understand.
answer?
Yeah, no. Anand Sakhi Mataji, yeah, see, till now you are understanding what you are discussing. You are hearing, no, Anand Sakhi Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That is what is Krishna speaking. Very simple. You are doing some discussion. You are asking question. You are getting the answer. You are convinced by those answers. No, whatever to a certain extent, right? That is what is Krishna is speaking. It's Krishna's speech that is what is making us understand the answer to the questions. We are convinced of that answer to the question. That itself means that Krishna is speaking and we are hearing. That inner voice, you are saying no. That inner voice is exhibited by the symptom of our conviction. We are convinced that yes, this is correct. Who is convincing us? Somebody has to convince us, no? Our attempt is trying to understand, but getting understanding is Krishna's speaking and our hearing. See, I
Prabhuji,
am
this
calling you.
is
See, I am calling you. Suppose I am making a phone call, right? Other side you will be speaking. But due to poor signal or whatever, I may not be able to hear you. But the person is still speaking. I am not able to understand. I am not able to hear. Same way, Krishna is speaking, but in between some comma, the signal. So what will you do when the signal is poor? You say, I will call you later. And then you put the phone down. Same way, due to insincerity or whatever the limitations are there, shortcomings are there, if it is not allowing us to hear Krishna, Krishna will stop. Like Prabhupada also says in many places, he will not speak to the non-devotees. He speaks to the devotees. Devotees does not mean your devotees are like everything. Even that attempt means we are devotees. Get me? So when we are trying to attempt that Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, he gives the Buddhi Yogam also. He gives the Buddhi. He gives the Yogam also. Buddhi is simply intelligence, right? Utilizing the intelligence to understand Krishna. So that phone call example, if the signal is clear, the other person is speaking, you'll be hearing, isn't it? And you will understand. So that hearing is happening. That is why we are understanding. Without hearing, how can you understand? But Krishna's speaking is so sophisticated that it may not be only through the ears. It is directly from Hridaya. From the heart only he will make us understand. Make us understand. Please understand these words. Anasaki Mataji, you are getting the point?
Yes,
That
Prabhuji, just
every
one
time,
thing.
yeah,
The signal thing is our sincerity.
signal is our signal thing. If the poor signal is there, then that can be the other anarthas and what all that may be there, because of which we are not able to hear Krishna. So what we will do, either we will tell Krishna that I will call from a place where the signal is better, there is no disturbance. What do? Which means you are trying to find a time, place, association where these things don't come and disturb you. This our anarthas and all these things, complacency, laziness, procrastination, all these things which you are talking about in the morning. So there you will be able to hear better. You'll be able to understand better. So you go to the temple in the morning, Bhagavatam class, we sit and hear. We get that. How do we get that experience? Experience is getting by understanding. And that understanding is coming because Krishna is speaking to us. His language is the language of the heart. The heart is making us drida, making our devotion even more drida by giving the don't worry, I am here for you. I'm here, don't worry. Masuchaha. So you get the thing that every time you are studying and you are getting some understanding, that is because Krishna is speaking to us and also convincing us. Without Krishna speaking, we cannot understand.
Correct. Like Duryodhan, he could not understand despite Krishna telling him, because inside he was
Beautiful
not
example.
making him understand.
Yeah, he could have gone like he did in Yudhishthira's case also, in Duryodhana's case also. Outside he's speaking, from inside he's stopping him to agree with him, right? So he could have done that with us also. He's bit more merciful to us, understanding our situation.
So, Prabhu, when we try to read something, right, try to understand, the thing is mind comes in between, and we kind of lose our
Whenever
focus.
mind comes in between, and that's why Maharaj said to us, the mind comes in between, a good mind will take us towards Krishna. I mean, that it is obedient to the directions of the Atma. But a bad mind will give logic, tarka. So that's why Maharaj said, as soon as logic comes, Krishna vanishes. The moment you try to do tarka, no, it cannot be like this. How can it be like this? Krishna was born this time. So how can he give Bhagavad Gita here, that, etc., etc.? That is your own logical things. I swear your logic is that Krishna cannot speak to Surya Bhagavan and all when he is born on the same age with us as Arjuna.
What I am saying is, Prabhu, a step before, actually, the mind doesn't let us focus on what is being written. So that happens with me at times. I try to read, and then mind wanders, Prabhu.
Again, this is gochara. That's why this word is very important. Agochara. This gochara word is a beautiful word. Go means senses. Chara means always wandering. Right? So gochara means the one whose senses are always wandering everywhere for material. Today, Krishna's mercy, this wherever our gocharas are all what do you call go acharas today, right? Man, I had my water bottle right there. You don't know how many times my eyes was going there in the morning session. We were having the morning session. Every time I looked at it, I said, "Oh my God, oh, today I cannot drink water. Today I cannot drink water." So when the senses are not wandering here and there, distracted, that is means it gets focused. Don't you feel this experience? Whoever is doing Nirjala or whatever austerity that we are doing today, fasting, whatever. Did we feel that, oh, my bahut ho gaya yaar, Raj ka? Did we feel that? I see many of you, even after attending the morning session, you are all here in the second session also that we did. It's almost like a half a day of today's time is spent in our this 1 or 2 verses only. Isn't it, Prabhu? So that is because of go acharas, not moving. I remember I always tell this example of Maharashtra Maharaj, one devotee, one of our godbrother in Rajkot. He is never used to doing Nirjal fasting and all. And too on Janmashtami day, he was somehow or other caught up, and Maharaj told him that you have to fast today. Maharaj told what should you do? You should do. There is no other option. Somehow or other he was tolerating till morning and afternoon like that. But then after the lunchtime, of course they could not take lunch that day. But Maharaj was in his office room, and he had this devotee also next to him. Raghu Prabhu, you must be remembering Nayan Manohar, no?
Yes, yes.
He is the one who shared this nice
Acha,
experience.
acha.
Beautiful experience. Why we should fast? Nice answer to this. So he was he has his own say they have their medical shop in Rajkot, some distance away from the temple. So he was with Maharaj, and he was literally feeling tired, and he just wants to at least drink some few glasses of water, 2 glasses of water. That's it. But then he was not able to do that because Maharaj told him he should fast. And afternoon until 2, 3 o'clock, he was like literally he was saying, "My God, now it's abito, it's not possible." So he was asking Maharaj in indirect, Maharaj, why should we fast? Mhm. Why should we fast on this? I mean, now on these days. Then Maharaj was there, and at that time, some visiting devotees had come. So Maharaj said, "Wait a minute, wait for a little while. I will go take these devotees around, these visitors around, and show our projects and all." I was also fasting with him. So this happened in around somewhere in 2001, 2002, 2004, after 4, 5, yeah, up to 6, 7, 6, 7 or 8 like that. Then Maharaj said, wait for some time. I will just go take them around and come back and answer you. And for another half an hour, Maharaj was not there. This devotee was literally counting every second. My God, when will Maharaj come? Now he was almost determined that now I'm not going to ask this question. I'm just going to tell Maharaj that Maharaj, I just want to drink 2, 3 glasses of water and come. So this is what he was determined, not asking Maharaj, just telling. So, so what happened? He was Haribol?
We can hear you.
Yeah. So after half an hour, 40 minutes, Maharaj came back, leaving seeing of the visitors. And Maharaj came up, okay. So what is the question that you asked? Then he said, Maharaj, why do you have to fast? Then Maharaj asked him a counter question. Okay, what do you want now? He said, Maharaj, मुझे सिर्फ 2-3 glass पानी पीना है बस. No, I have. I can give you 10 lakh rupees. Would you like to take that? Or I can give you property for free. Will you be able to do that? No, no, Maharaj, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, सिर्फ 2 glass पानी पीने का है. Then Maharaj said, this is the reason we are fasting. You see, your desire for wealth, desire for all these things, it's all subsided at least for the moment. Your only desire is water. Right? So like this, when we do the fasting, our unnecessary extra desires and all these things will subside. And that gochara will become go achara. Understand? So when gochara becomes go achara, only we can go near Govinda. Chara means always wandering. Achara means no wandering. Mhm. You see that? So agochara means not visible to those whose senses are always wandering. So today our senses are a little bit focused. We even if somebody comes and tells us that I want something from here, something that, oh, you please take time fasting somehow or other leave me alone. We will even if you are going somewhere and the auto rickshaw wala is trying to cheat you, you will not have the strength to fight with him. Even if he beats you or चिल्लाएगा आपके सामने, he will not say, okay, my God is all, everything is Maya, leave it up. Let's go on.
Prabhuji, I am agreeing to everything what my little Janvi said today. I said, okay, do it. Whatever you want to do.
See how nice it is. You're not necessarily going and beating or asking the thing, do this, do that. No commanding, no control, nothing. We understand that, see, water can create such a just avoiding
The
drinking
children
water
must
for
be saying
little.
fast every day only.
Yeah, I was just about to say that they would be happy if every day is a nature like that. And until the day when we ask them also to fast, right? So this is how our senses subside. Now our senses, the unnecessary attraction, eagerness, those things, they all subside. So this is how we can come to Sattva-guna. In the next verse, he's going to speak about how we can come to Sattva-guna. In the next couple of verses.
I'll be honest with you,
This-
Prabhuji. When
Yes,
this this session happens on Saturday, so when we are not fasting, तो अभी पानी ले लो, अभी fruits आ रहा है, then you put off your camera, take some fruits, and then put off your camera. It's like things like that keep on happening. But today there is absolutely no chance.
I can see more cameras on. That's nice, really. You see, this is how everything that is given to us, prescribed to us as a devotional service, has a specific impact in our life, provided we follow that with full sincerity and faith. So this is saying, Ma Maha Gocharo Aha Gocharo Giram means my words will not be understood by those who are Gocharas. Mam Aha, I am speaking. But my speaking is heard to you only if your senses are fixed. They are not wandering. Something I'll say, you get distracted. Hey, Prabhuji, what did he say? Right? Or if you may not say, then you say, okay, we'll go and hear the recording. Or we will never hear the recording. We will never be able to, because that Gochara is still Gochara. At 1 second it was a Gochara, but it will continue to be Gochara further also. That is why that point is not so important for me. And it's okay, so many things you have heard. Mind will tell like that. Mam aha Gocharo Giram. Very beautiful. Evam yatantam vijane. He is actually, see beautifully, nobody is there around. Not a pin, it's called pin drop silence. We say, no, there is no human, nobody's voice you can hear. But that is the place where Krishna speaks.
प्रभु कुछ ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं भगवान की हमसे, इतना सबके बीच में हमसे हो नहीं रहा है ना.
नहीं, आपको इसीलिए महाराज बोलते हैं ना, I was telling you just a little while ago that find a quiet corner where you can spend little time with Krishna every day alone.
तो माइंड तो साथ में रहता है ना, लेकिन
अरे mind is there. As I told you, there are two kinds of mind. One mind is subservient mind. The other mind is
हाँ
what do you call rebellious mind. हम उसको वश में रखने के लिए ही ये सब कर रहे हैं ना. We are doing all these things to control them.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है वो कोयले की खदान में जैसे छोड़ दिया है व्हाइट शर्ट में, अभी इसको व्हाइट रहने दो, इसमें ब्लैक नहीं लगना चाहिए, कैसे होगा?
Maybe some devotees are there who don't know Hindi, Prabhu. You should probably translate that.
What I'm saying is, my case, I feel like I am in a coal mine with a white shirt. And expectation from Krishna is that you should not have a black spot on the white shirt.
But you please understand, Krishna himself is black. So when you get a black thing stain on your white shirt, it reminds you of Krishna. How does it matter whether you are in white shirt or black shirt for him?
Yes, I
Right? So
Correct.
what I mean is, even in that situation, if you are able to remember Krishna, that's all he wants. He is not telling that, you be alone, you be away from all these people, etc., etc. समझ गया ना, bro?
Correct.
In the middle of all those chaos happening also, just think of Prabhupada. So much chaos happening, but he was inside, he was calm and quiet, shant, bilkul shant.
Prabhu,
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So Prabhu, when you say I just got this in my mind. So when you say you remember Krishna, what do you do? I mean, you remember your favorite deity, or you remember favorite shloka, or I mean, what exactly should we, or should, I mean, in your case, what?
Prabhu, it is individually, the experience Krishna gives to everybody individually, no, Prabhu. Suppose you remember Govardhan, you'll say, oh, beautiful parikrama I had, nice darshan I had, such a nice experience, right? Or you remember going to, say, Radha Govindaji or some other temple or anything. That experience, immediately that form comes to you. And many times he does such miracles, Suddenly you will see somebody sending some picture of Radha Shyamsundar or Radha Vrindavan Chandra, just you will really feel immediately grateful, right? So it is not any, what you call, Prabhu, it is not any like particular this way only, that way only. Krishna gives us full freedom. Whichever way you want to experience me, experience. Today or tomorrow morning, the best way we will experience is through the 2 glasses of water that we are drinking. The taste of water we will experience at that time. In other words, Prabhu, sorry, Prabhu, I'm just coming. In other words, we have to feel that need for Krishna in our life. That absolute need, not just an option, but an absolute need. Without Krishna, it is not possible. This will not happen. And when we do that, when we feel that need, Krishna, without you, there is no other shelter for me. At that time, he will make us understand. And he will make us experience everything in different ways, Suddenly, you will see Gaurang speaking something through that will experience Krishna. Isn't it true? He just suddenly speaks some shlokas and you're, hey, nice shloka is speaking. Right, Prabhu? Sorry, Prabhu.
No, I think you answered it. I think in these devotees who are fully realized souls, what is the tipping point for Krishna that he says, हाँ अभी हो गया, चलो इसको दर्शन दे देते हैं?
That helplessness and humility, Prabhu. That's what it is. Except you, Krishna, no other shelter is there. And this same thing you see. What he is going to say this to Narada Muni, that what made Krishna here. This point is very important. You were attempting to see me, even though there is nobody around, and even though there is no guarantee that you will see me, still you made your attempt. When all hopes are gone, also still you are holding on to Krishna with that faith. That is what will make Krishna to give that experience to us. Actually, Prabhu, we don't have the power to sustain this Nirjal thing, honestly. Jal or whatever, Jala or whatever we say. Uh, but it is Krishna who is giving us that power to sustain this austerity. That austerity is also him only. The strength to do that austerity is also him only. And like the morning we said, na, that austerity is also him only, the strength of austerity is also him only, and the object of pleasure from those austerities is also him only. Everything
Yes,
is
actually देखा जाए. So if we have to analyze a human being, तो भूमि रापो अनल वायु खम्मन बुद्धि रेव च अहंकार, तो 8 से तो निकल गया सारा बॉडी का, और ममे वांशु हो गया सोल, तो फिर मैं कौन हूँ? मैं तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं.
Yeah, I'm nothing. That's what it means. I am, even if I realize that I am Atma, still what it means by realizing that I am Atma, that I am so insignificant.
हाँ.
You know, infinitesimal, Krishna Prabhupada uses this word, infinitesimal part and parcel. So the more we realize that we are insignificant, the more the more we are closer to Atma Sakshatkar. Yes, Gaurav Prabhu.
Prabhu, I was remembering regarding this Gochara point that you mentioned. No, I mean, if the one who is Gochara will not be able to make an attempt or pay attention. So I was remembering you said Maharaj. I think in one of the classes you said like Maharaj mentioned that what is the difference between sincere devotee?
Yeah,
He said after
advanced
the class
devotee
he
and
will
struggling devotee.
contemplate on the what is being discussed, and those who is not sincere, they will simply hear and then do the next.
हो गया आज का ये ritual हो गया.
Yes.
Mechanical process,
Yes,
right?
yes.
The morning we were discussing how this is a mechanical process. P.S. Prabhu is giving a mathematical thing, 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. So what are we really?
नहीं वो इस कान से सुन के उस कान से निकाल दी.
सुबह भी हम बात कर रहे थे उसका. इस कान that was, I think Mataji is saying you could have put C instead of con there. All other letters are only one letter, all other words. Only for consciousness he has put CON. Right? International is I, society is yes, Krishna is K. Why only for consciousness he put CON. They said कान का शुरू सब चीज कान से शुरू होता है. श्रवणम. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu, for that. Any other questions? There's many more things to discuss here, but nice discussion today, though. Oh. Any other questions, comments? Yes, Sanjapati Prabhu. Prabhu, you are on mute.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
You said that at present in the class, you said that now also we are interacting with Krishna. We can understand this with that discussion.
Prabhu, your voice is not very clear, Prabhu. At least for me.
My laptop is having a speaker problem, so I am with the Bluetooth. Are you able to hear now?
Hey, now it is better. Now it is better. Yeah.
During the class, you said that now we can feel the presence of Krishna by understanding the topic which we are discussing. We are understanding because Krishna is there. That's why we are understanding. So my question was that if we are
no. Krishna is making us understand. That is why we are understanding. He is speaking. Krishna is speaking. That is why we are understanding. Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna is speaking. That's why we are understanding. Then why we are not able to convert this understanding into our application life? Why we are not able to bring it in?
We are not asking that question to him. As soon as the understanding is over, we say, okay, thank you, Krishna, you can leave now. That's what our Gaurav Prabhu brought that point about advancing devotee and struggling devotee. After the class is over, we ask that question to the speaker or to the devotees, or at least have some charcha like how we are having this charcha. We can always have discussion. Yeah, as soon as the class is over, if I go for prasadam, हो जाएगा. I mean, the other services are there when we are doing that way. Or some point in the class which I did not understand, are we going and hearing it back once again? These are all the symptoms of someone who wants to convert that understanding into realization. Isn't it, Prabhu? Converting into realization is not happening because we are gocharas. Once the understanding, Krishna gives us the buddhi yogam to understand also and to realize also. But we have to go back to him now. Krishna, now you tell me, how do I apply this? To Narada Muni, that's going to happen. He has spoken. He speaks words externally, but he gives him the intelligence internally, dadami buddhi yogam tam, to understand the import of what he is going to speak from the next verse onwards. And that is where surrendering to acharyas like Prabhupada and all, who is giving us that connection between understanding and realization. Okay, this is how you apply it. Prabhu, understanding is there. The desire to apply must be there. Then application, activity of application must be there. Act of application must be there. Only then realization. Any knowledge, understanding, knowledge, desire for realization, acting on the desire, and then the realization comes, right? So between these two, such a long thing is there. How much are we desiring to apply that? That's what it means. Realization is not coming, actually means I'm not willing to put that endeavor to apply. And it's that, like in the morning we discussed, then it becomes a mechanical process, isn't it? Taking Krishna out of the equation.
So I
Without
remember,
Krishna, even without Krishna, we cannot move a small blade of grass. Then how can we realize without Krishna's mercy? So understanding, it's like this, Prabhu. You go to a shop and somebody is giving some things and सस्ते में कुछ मिल रहा है तो लेके चले जाएंगे हम. We will wait for the ultimate thing, right? So we will not leave Krishna. Krishna, no, yes, gave me the understanding. Now you give me the knowledge to apply it also. How do you apply it? Then Krishna says, think of all the situations where you can apply this particular verse, that particular understanding, knowledge. Then you will get it. Situations are always there. Every moment we Krishna, there's no dearth of opportunity to apply the knowledge. But just that the moment the desire is there, automatically Krishna will do. And actually we are doing it, Prabhu, because the fact that we are having the desire to study Bhagavatam, going through this thing in discussions and all that, and okay, nice point, etc. It is that experience itself means that yes, Krishna is happy with our thing. But again, we have to fine tune it slowly. We have to keep fine tuning it. That help, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Answer, Prabhu, these questions always have a common pattern. He will say, Prabhu, ye ho nahi raha hai, Prabhu. Ye nahi ho raha hai, Prabhu. Wo nahi ho raha hai, Prabhu. Very humble he is. That is what understanding means. You stand under. Right? Stand under means humility. Upanishad. It's these people, they were trying to convert this meaning of the word Upanishad. All this, whatever, Macaulay, Maxwell, or whoever who came. They found this nice word, understand. Right? Under and stand. This stand is a very interesting word, actually. This is part of the word. Stand means application. You stand means you act according to that. Under, you go under, and then you stand means when you are realizing that when you are receiving that knowledge, then you get to know of it, you understand it, and then you stand. You under and then you stand. In Tamil, there is a beautiful proverb. Any Tamil devotees are here. Sarojini Mataji, I can see. Who else? I don't know if that is Savita Mataji from our God sister Savita Mataji or someone else. You know that
Yes,
Mataji,
Prabhuji.
Sarojini Mataji? Karka, Katra,
Yes,
Pinnitka, Adar
Prabhu.
Kutaka?
Katka
Nirka
kasadara
Dargita.
katka
Karka,
katrapi nitka
Kasadara?
adarku taha.
What is that?
Nirka
Karka, Kasadara? No, full thing you tell.
Katka kasada ara katka.
Karpavai.
No. One of you tell. Others will not understand. Yes, Savita Mataji. Go ahead.
Prabhuji, katka kasada ara means kasada means without
No contamination.
contamination. Katka kasadara katka.
Karka means
Katrapin.
karka means learn. Karka
Katka
means
means
learn.
learn. Katrapin, after learning, nitka adarku taha. You stand
That
according.
Nirka means you live your life according to what you learned.
Yeah, you live your life according to that.
That's the meaning, really. Beautiful thing. Karka Kasadara means learn without any contamination or misunderstanding. Properly understand. Karka Nirka means stand. You live your life. You be a personification of that knowledge. Adarka Taga means according to that. Live your life according to that. Amazing. Just in one small phrase he gave a nice meaning. Is Tirukural, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, Tirukural.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. So under and stand. Stand means nirka, means you stand. According to the whatever is taught, you live your life. That's why you are saying person bhagavata. Person bhagavatas are understand people. They stand, they go under, they humbly they hear from the spiritual masters, and they stand according to what they taught. Their life is a personification of that teaching. Symbolism of the teaching itself. Symbol of the teaching. Right? So we will go further a little bit. Gaurav Prabhu, you had something to say?
No, Prabhu, I just wanted to say, for Chanchalpati Prabhu, fasting is more tough because Delhi mein temperature बहुत ज़्यादा है. In southern part.
I know. But प्रभु वो इधर भी है, चेन्नई में भी है, 40 से ज़्यादा हो रहा है उधर. I know how it is. Vrindavan also it's very difficult fast.
Pune, it is like pleasant here, Prabhu. So we are not getting the full benefit.
When you're going outside, it will show. Rahul Prabhu, our Raghuveer Prabhu is in Dubai. You know how the heat is there also.
Yeah.
Right? But then, we are luckily we are.
एसी वेसी सब लगा दिया तो पूरा बरसी नहीं है इधर.
हाँ, लेकिन वो एसी तो ऑस्टेरिटी और क्लीनलीनेस है. एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद. हम एसी भक्तिवेदांत में प्रभुपाद के साथ है तो वो एसी चलता है कि नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, कोई चिंता नहीं. You don't have to worry about that.
One more thing.
So, yes, Prabhu.
That morning also we had a session, and evening also we are having a session. But if same thing we would have done alone, in between that there was topic of alone and loneliness. If we would have read Bhagavatam, suppose singly like this, not in a group, at home I am reading Bhagavatam alone. I would have not able to read for such a long time in morning and in evening. In this group,
long time is not an issue. As I told you, even a few minutes of time with Krishna is all that is required. Long time is not a problem. Quantity is not a problem. Quality is the problem. Even 15 minutes you sit with Krishna alone, that also will give us this. And then it will fine tune, Prabhu. It will mature. You see, Prabhu, maturity takes time. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, sitting and this thing, yes, but attention will be to Krishna. Is it not that unless he wants, that attention is not getting fixed in him? I don't know, because we may sit. I sometimes sit, then no, it's not fixed. But sometimes when he desires, then it can get fixed, perhaps.
Well, we should show the sincerity so that he will desire to fix it.
Ah,
Yes, it does happen by his mercy only, but unless and until that eagerness comes from our side, he will keep quiet. That's what I was telling, that we had that, we wanted to show that commitment. Yes, Krishna, today I will sit with Bhagavatam for some time.
so then
Then
why
he
is
is,
it that sometimes eagerness is there, sometimes it is not there?
as well, sometimes we are with the rebellious mind, sometimes we are with the submissive mind, that rebellious part of the mind. See, we should be strong enough to tell the mind to keep quiet and just come and do this. And for that, Prabhu, again, Guru Kripa and Krishna, that eagerness must be shown to Krishna. We have to show that to Krishna. Krishna, I want to do this, please. I'm not able to, but I want to do this. Like I was telling in the morning session that I couldn't sleep the whole night, but I could have said at 4 o'clock, till 4 I could not sleep. And then I said, I could have easily said, okay, now I want to rest. The whole day is going to be a very austere day. But I said, if I can't chant now, in the night I'll be doing courtesy rounds. If I'm doing the evening or night, I'll be more tired and I will be doing courtesy rounds. And God
Courtesy round,
knows,
a
God,
good word.
God, 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 I mean, God knows what it is. Like, my rounds will be. And God knows, He only knows what will be the plan. Suddenly He will send somebody to talk to you. Today is the day I have to preserve my energy of speaking, because our hands and legs also can do some action for some time. But just speaking, it takes a lot of our energy from the stomach fire. So the more you speak, the more you will feel hungry actually. So what I did, okay, to hell with me, it was my mistake that I didn't sleep the whole night, which means my chanting has to be done. I can't compromise on it. That determination, somehow or other, like the determination of the sparrow, Prabhu, that is, example is a beautiful example. You see, sparrow, which is the ocean devata takes the eggs of the sparrow. But anyone who looks at the sparrow out of anger, it tries to empty the oceans. They will laugh, and ocean god also is laughing. But when Garudji saw this sparrow as a sincere attempt, he came and he helped. And as soon as he came, he threatened the ocean. Ocean automatically, Varun Bhagwan came and gave back the eggs. Right. So our attempt is something in the lonely places. It's actually not possible to do it ourselves. But in spite of the fact that we will not be able to do, if we still make the attempt, then Guru and Krishna will come like that Garuji and help us. That faith will have to be there. That commitment, that faith and conviction has to be there. So some days it is coming, some days it is not coming. Is so much more obvious that some days we are humble, some days we are not. Some days we are committed, some days we are not. Some days we are determined, some days we are not. So what is it that will make us
Krishna
more
Prabhuji.
determined? Yes, Mataji.
I just want to share one experience today.
Yes,
Like
Mataji.
I was diagnosed, like I was in an emergency that I have to be scanned today. I thought of postponing it because it was Nirjal today, but I couldn't because I have severe pain, and I went to the doctor. I am supposed to be scanned, and I was praying that somehow or
Hare Krishna, Mataji, we are not able to hear you.
more.
Sorry, Mataji, we were not able to hear you, Mataji. You are
Okay,
praying somehow or?
okay. Yeah, somehow or other it should be stopped because they will ask us to drink a lot of water to
Yeah.
have a proper scan.
Yeah.
But I just pray to Krishna and Guru that somehow please allow me to fast today, because all other Ekadashis I am not so particular. I'll have some Moria or something that So I thought Nirjal I have to be. So when I went, luckily it all because of all those modern things, there is no need for drinking water, and the scan also went all right. Of course, the diagnosis is not so good, but of course, today I'm
Sorry, Mataji,
drinking
again
water.
voice went off. Sorry, Mataji,
Like
today?
Krishna and Maharaj, Krishna and Maharaj saved me from drinking water today.
That's really so much determination to have, especially
I don't have
sitting
determination or very strong mind and all, but I just decided that today I should not drink. Please help me. That's what.
That's such an
They
amazing thing.
help. Krishna and Maharaj help us really.
Yeah, really. That's the beauty of Krishna and Guru's mercy. They are so compassionate. That's why I kept telling that in our few classes we have been discussing. It's very important now that more than we trying to love Krishna, our attempt to love Krishna will be even more easy when we see how much more Krishna is loving us. And it makes life, it makes it the whole process of devotional service really easy. No need to struggle at all.
Yes.
So it's nice of you, Mataji, for sharing that amazing thing. So it's all beyond the bodily conceptions, you see, all these things. Like that other Mataji whose both kidneys are failed, and without this thing, in between dialysis, she is still practicing her devotional service. So with so much determination. And many such examples. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing this. It's really making us all feel we are nothing. Thank you. Yes, someone else was saying something.
So I was saying, Prabhu, the thing like, I mean, observing Nirjala today, we are like a Kinchana, and that Gochara Shabd is, the word is there, Tuam Kinchana Gochara. So,
yeah, you become Akinchana Gocharas, right?
Yeah.
Gocharas means Akinchana Gocharas. So
Yes.
Krishna can be understood only by those who are materially impoverished. First is that. Impoverished means they say, I am poor. What is all this wealth and this and that? How long? I mean, what's the big deal about it? And I am really Dina. Only when we accept that we are Dina, he will become Dina Vatsala. Only if we accept that we are Patita, he will become Patita. Right? When you don't accept at all, what's the point? It's okay, you are not Patita, I am not Patita, I am not a Patita Bhavana, I am only a Patita Bhavana. Nice. Okay, so some more nectar is coming here. See, the beauty here is Gambhira Shlakshnaya Vacha. This is the third one, third space. This is how amazing it is. Only Krishna can do both. He can be both grave and pleasing also. Normally, when somebody is grave, in the materialistic terms, grave cannot be very pleasing, isn't it? But Krishna can be both grave and pleasing at the same time. He will smile, but he is grave. And when he is smiling, he is very pleasing also. And his gravity is also making us feel so much close to him. Because in gravity, he is teaching us so much that this world is not for us. This body is not permanent. All these are gravity, right? Gravity means keeping us grounded. Only those who are grave can be in gravity, right? If you are not grave, then we will start flying. When you fly, we will fall. So being on the ground is very important, and that is possible only when we are Gambhira. Gambhira is a very beautiful word. Gambhira and Slakshnaya. Very pleasing. Gambhira does not say, no, don't smile. You have to be Gambhir. It is foolishness. In fact, Maharaj told this thing very interesting that when he took sannyas, Maharaj always cracks casual jokes with the devotees. Very nice, joking, jokingly laughing and smiling and all that always. He's always called a jolly Maharaj. He had so much physical ailments, but still he will be always laughing out so much. And he will crack jokes on his own material thing, and not material, I mean his own life and his own some incidents he will crack from his previous lives, and all those things he will share. Or if somebody comes and speaks something also, he will make fun of them. And after taking sannyas, somebody told to him, one Maharaj came and told him that, Maharaj, now you've taken sannyas. You're not supposed to laugh like this. You're not, you should control your the jokes and laughter. Then Maharaj told him immediately, if this is the case, then take your sannyas back. I will give you the danda now only. Man, you're bhaktim paramaya muta. Susukam kartumavayam. You are supposed to be joyful in devotional service. You are telling me not joy. Of course, not on mundane jokes, but with Krishna only. But you will always make crack jokes and you will take something out of thing. And we will be loving to be around him because every moment he will pull your legs. Isn't it, Sriniketan Prabhu? How expertly he will pull our legs, He will expertly pull our legs. You will not even realize that your legs are being pulled. When everyone else laughs, only you will realize that he is pulling your legs.
Very true.
And unlimited times.
In the UAE, like especially the Middle East, UAE, Dubai, and all, why it is so rich because every time you are chanting Ram, Ram, the currency there is dirham, So they say dirham. You say you are always chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. That is why you are more.
Your D is in Ram. Intelligence is in Ram.
He brought it out, actually. He brought it out.
Yeah. And then he told about America also. He told, see, these people are flourishing because in the dollar note they put in God we trust. That is their slogan. Outwardly, whatever they are, but at least in the note, that dollar is so valuable because in that they have written in God we trust. Anyway, you will pull our legs. You will tell something very painful thing that you will tell. You pull our legs so badly that we will end up laughing at our own shortcomings. That is how you should be. Your Gambhira should not take your quality of being pleasing to others. Very important. Not that Zabardasti say you are cracking jokes and all that. No. Naturally it should come. Your life should be a natural exhibition of your inner pleasure. Your outward disposal should be the exhibition of your inward pleasure.
Maharaj used to say, why you are having a banana, what do you say? Rotten banana face.
rotten banana face. Yeah. Be like watermelon face, they'll say. Many times you would really make fun of us, huh? We will have to laugh at our own foolishness. That is the thing about Gambhira and Shlakshnaya. He will make us laugh and everything, and slowly he will bring us to the main point, and then he'll say this is and then suddenly he'll come to the grave part. That's because you are seeing Krishna in both. You are not seeing Krishna only in favorable things. You are seeing Krishna in everything. That is why you are Gambhira also, you are pleasing also. So Krishna's words are like that. Bhagavatam is so full of humor and it is so full of gravity also. That is, this word Maharaj will say beautifully. He made fun of this word grave also. He said, be grave before you go into grave. Otherwise, in the grave only you can be grave. You know why that place is called graveyard? Because everybody there is graveyard. Grave. Actually, grave means after the person is dead, you go and speak whatever nonsense to that person, he will not react. You slap him, beat him, he cannot react. Isn't it? So that is the example of gravity, he said. You should be like that. No reaction to any of these material actions people are doing to us. What is that? Tiraskarta vipralabdha tapta kshipta hata api na asya pratikurvati tad bhakta prabhu. He doesn't counteract. So devotees, while living only, they will be living like that. They will not react. They'll say, okay, you want to scold me, you want to fight with me, do it. I don't care. My business is here. Bhagavatam. So that is why Maharaj used to say that word, be grave before you go to grave. Man, you put a tie, you're not supposed to laugh. Be casual, be nice with everybody. What is that Tulsi Doha, Raghuveer Prabhu? सबसे हिल मिलकर रही है नदी नाव संयोग तुलसी इस दुनिया में भांति भांति के लोग सबसे हिल मिलकर रही है नदी नाव संयोग नदी नाव संयोग how the boat is on the nadi on the river, like it is actually if the boat rebelled against nadi, it would turn topsy turvy and go under, get drowned in it, isn't it? When the current is against or towards and all that, right? सबसे हिल मिलकर रही है. Just there are people of different kinds of mentality. You just be with everybody casually. Somebody is short-tempered, somebody is very happy. You be happy with everybody. सबसे हिल मिलकर रहिए. Don't think this is my favorable, that is not. Just casually be there. Some may be intimate, but you don't completely stop with somebody just because. Just smile and say Hare Krishna. What's wrong? Nadi now Sanyog. Right? Nadi, in the Nadi, now when some rocks are coming, the boat has to be taken away from there. It should be rowed again away from there. And so that it can go like this, like this, like this. Sometimes some log of wood will be there. You don't go push against it and try to bite, try to cut it and all that. In the ground, if it is your driving and some broken piece of tree is there, log of wood is there, you will cut it and move it whatever. In water, when you are going, you cannot do that because you are in a foreign land where you can easily drown. You will have to adjust the course of your thing and move around and keep going. Your aim is to Gange Voga Udanvati. Matir, what is that?
Nimnagana Yatha Ganga.
नहीं वो श्लोक गंगे वोगम उदन्वति. What does it start? त्वयि में अनन्य विषय. त्वयि में अनन्य विषय मतिर मधुपति असकृत. No other विषय में I mean my concentration is going. Ananya Vishaya. Twayi me, I only to you. Matir, my job is only to reach Krishna, not to fight with people here and there or create some galat fahmi, wrong perceptions and misunderstandings. If others are having, that is their problem. But if I am having, it is my problem. Right? If I have misunderstanding, it is my problem. I have to remove that. If others are misunderstanding about us, perceptions about us, that is their problem. You cannot do anything about it. So, Gambhiras Lakshnaya Vacha. Krishna's words were so much filled with gravity and see, Lakshnaya is beautifully translated, pleasing to hear. At that time, if you put our shoes in Narada Muni's situation, we will really get frustrated. This person is not giving darshan also, and he's telling you have this problem, that is why you cannot take my darshan anymore. But here, Krishna's words are grave, but they are very pleasing to hear. And it mitigated his atura. He said, no, avitrupta aturaha. Avitrupta iva aturaha in the previous verse. He was completely dissatisfied and he was dissatisfied and he was disturbed also, anxious also. But Krishna's words mitigated that. That is what Bhagavatam does it. Bhagavatam is Krishna's words, Krishna's vacha. Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's vacha. In this situation, when you are really tortured because of the bodily need, sleeping, eating, and all these things, this really helps us. Our shastras and our holy names, they help us. You see? Yes, Gaurav.
Prabhu, just remembering, I mean, regarding pleasing to hear, Krishna's words are pleasing to hear. So in Ramayana, it says that Lord Ram was, there are four qualities of Lord Ram. He was Purva Bhashi. I mean, the first one to always start the conversation. No, how are you? Is everything okay? Sometimes we hesitate. No, so he is the first one to start the conversation. He is Mridu Bhashi, soft spoken. He speaks very, very softly. And he is Madhur Bhashi, very sweet spoken. Whatever he is,
sweet.
yeah. So जो भी बोलते हैं बहुत ही मीठा बोलते हैं. And then last is this Priyamvada. Priyamvada means whatever he speaks is pleasing to the ears.
Yeah, very pleasing to hear. Beautiful, no? Priyamvada. Yes. That is why in Bhagavatam there is the word Priyavrata. Priyavrata word is also, even the Vrata is very priya dear to whatever Vrata that we are taking. To it's a Vrata of the mind. That when you are pleasing, that is a Vrata for the mind, pleasingly speaking. It's very nice.
किधर से कौन सा verse, if you can just tell, is it from Ramcharit or is it Valmiki है?
वाल्मीकि रामायण से है
It's
प्रभु.
Valmiki Ramayana.
अच्छा, आप पोस्ट कर दीजिए.
ठीक. I'll find that post. I mean, बहुत पहले सुना था तो I just remember.
No, it's a very beautiful thing. Yeah, it's there in Grantaraj also. Some of Lord Ram's qualities are there. Okay, so Gambiras Lakshnaya Vacha Shuchaha Prashamayaniva. Prashamayan means extinguishing that fire of lamentation. So Krishna is speaking to put down the fire of that pain. That Krishna, what is this? I want to see you. He says, no, I'm speaking to you. That speaking is actually non-different. Actually, Krishna doesn't say that my speaking is non-different from seeing. That is actually realized by Narada Muni few verses later. And that realization is Krishna. Krishna is coming in the form of that realization to Narada Muni because he sincerely obeyed what Krishna is going to say. Next 2 verses. I think we should have one more Nirjal day to read those verses. They're really amazing. Anyway. So this point is very important. Seeing my attempt in that lonely place. Krishna is actually seeing that attempts, whatever attempt we are doing. Many times our big problem is I'm alone. I'm just alone, just all alone. And nobody is there around to see me what I'm doing. I'm just chanting, I'm reading. Who is there to see me? Krishna is seeing. This verse proves that. Seeing my attempt in that lonely place. Even if you are struggling, maybe in the middle of, say, a very antagonistic place, when we are trying to do some, like you can't do big pompous Mangalarti or festivals and all in a, say, in Saudi Arabia or in some very, very strict places, war-torn places or very antagonistic places. How will you do that? There also, if you are simply sitting and trying in your own corner, alone sitting and trying to serve Krishna, he will see that. He's
मतलब you can
always
never
watching.
be lonely actually.
Sorry?
मतलब you can never be lonely actually.
Exactly. You'll never be alone. Yes, that's the thing. So this seeing my attempt in that lonely place gives so much faith or strength in us, courage in us. Personality of Godhead who is transcendental to all mundane description. You cannot understand him through mundane things. There is a beautiful verse in Daksha's Hansabhikya prayers. Yadyaniruktam vachasanirutitam tiyakshibirva manasoта yasya ma bhut swarupam gunarupam hitatta visarga lakshanaha. What is that? Last word alone I missed out. Wait a minute. Savai Gunapaya Visarga Lakshana 6:429. Actually, it is. See, anybody would like to read that? 429.
What is the shloka, Prabhu?
Yadyan Niruktam.
6, what is it? 6, 4?
429.
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yes,
Translation?
please.
Translation, right?
You want to recite the verse or just the translation?
No, translation. I already recited.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anything expressed by material vibrations, anything ascertained by material intelligence, and anything experienced by material senses or concocted within the material mind is but an effect of the modes of material nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is beyond the creation of this material world, for He is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes, He exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto Him.
So this is the Niruktam Vachasa Nirupit. By materials, material thing means mechanical process basically. That's what he's trying to say here. Anything that you're trying to establish through mechanical process of this is what Krishna is, this is what it is. Like what I am saying is thing, not through realization from Krishna's words, right? That has nothing to do with him. It cannot, it is go acharas. You see, he cannot is actually a gochara, right? Sorry, gochara is devotees. Gochara is non-devotees. So a gochara means we cannot understand him through his material sound vibrations, material uh, thoughts, material thinking, material way of logical conclusions. Those things cannot reveal Krishna to us. Very beautiful verse that is. Very, very powerful verse. Yes. So that is what Maha Gochara, Gambhira Lakshnaya Vacha. Actually, Krishna is revealing even that the Narada Muni is not yet matured in his devotional service. He is all alone, and he is very young boy, but still Krishna saw his attempt in that only place, and he is speaking to him. In other words, he could hear Krishna's voice. In other words, in the past from the Akash he is speaking, but he's not different from the Paramatma. He is speaking to us. We are able to, and I'm going to say, he's speaking to Narad Muni. Similarly, he's speaking to us also. We have to hear him. So that mundane descriptions and all cannot match. He is beyond all the mundane descriptions. He could realize that. And that his voice is so pleasing to him. Actually speaking, what he is going to speak is not pleasing, but his voice is very sweet. In other words, from a mundane point of view, what Krishna is going to say is not going to be very pleasing to anybody. If Krishna said that, don't worry, today I have another appointment, tomorrow you come the same time, I will give you my darshan, that will be okay. But what he's going to say is, for the next whole of your life, how much ever you attempt, you stand upside down and drink water also, you are not going to see me. I'm not going to give my darshan to you. How difficult it is to accept for a Narad Muni, such a young boy, mother is gone, his sages are gone, no place to stay. He's in a foreign land. He just was like a nomad, he's going everywhere. But still that attempt was recognized and reciprocated by Krishna. We will know what is that the spoken words, what it means, the unspoken words which Narada Muni understood, what does that mean? Both of those things will be covered in the next 3-4 verses. Beautifully. Any questions, comments? See, one more point here. Sorry, before you ask question. The purport, very beautiful line. The Lord was much pleased with Narad Muni, and therefore the necessary strength was invested in him so that he could hear the Lord. Krishna has invested that energy, that intelligence that what I am going to speak, you will hear me, not just in hearing, but understanding the purport of that word. He's going to tell that you cannot see me anymore. But that actually made Narada Muni jump in joy. Right? The external understanding of that is what kind of a man is this God, man? This is God. God is this Krishna, man. He is just not just throwing some token thing and taking away also, and again giving this thing also that you are not going to see me anymore in this lifetime. So cruel he is. And now look at Narada Muni's situation. Nobody there with him to support. Maximum somebody will give one time water, one time food, but whole life he has to depend on others. So Krishna gave him the through the words, he made him understand certain things, and through his Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, how to understand those words that he speaks also is proper. That's why I said, if we have heard that same words, we will be really frustrated and disturbed. Leave the devotion service and go. But to Narad Muni, he spoke the same words, but gave him the intelligence also to understand the purport of that verse, of those words. And that is what we will see in the next few. And Prabhupada is literally just taking us for a joy ride in those purport. I tell you, it's a beautiful joy ride. This next next few verses. Rest of the chapter, of course. The next another 10 more verses are there. 15 verses. Okay, so sorry, somebody was going to say something.
Prabhuji, Krishna has given invested necessary strength to us also, so that we can hear through you about him today. Today our condition is
all of us are talking, Prabhu. I was not talking, Krishna was talking.
That's what
I told you, no? Krishna was talking, Krishna was making you accept.
In morning you are saying that verse number 25 and 26 may take 6 months. So I think next Nirjala Ekadasi we will be on this chapter only.
That's true, Prabhu, but let's see what Krishna wants. The beauty of this, our Vichar group, is we only give our 1.5 hours or to that time to Krishna. How many verses to cover, we leave it totally to him and Prabhupada. Right? This 1619, how long it took for us to today, because of Nirjal, we could cover. If it was a normal day, then it would have gone for another 3-4 weeks. Isn't it? And this verse also, actually speaking, it will go for some more time, but luckily because our undisturbed, unwavering focus is also there, and Krishna is also watching us. Whatever little austerity that I can, that these people are doing, okay, let me reciprocate. Got nice association of so many devotees, and I think I don't know, Krishna willing, we should probably do 2 sessions on Saturdays. Just kidding, don't worry. I'm just saying that it's so nice to see many more devotees because they are morning, they are busy with other services now. So they could join us also. Thank you, Prabhu. Anything else? We'll try to wind up now because devotees also will have to rest and whatever other things they have to do. I don't know if that fasting will keep us awake. That's also there. Anything else? Yes, Prabhu.
So, Prabhu, just one thing. I mean, Krishna providing the strength to understand. I mean, I was remembering in Gita also, Krishna he gave Divya Drishti to Sanjaya, but Dhritarashtra couldn't understand anything. So but Sanjay could. So that's why, I mean,
actually Sanjay is more fortunate than Arjuna, because Arjuna had to stand there and see all those things in the hot sun and has to fight also after that. But Sanjay, sitting in the room along with Dhritarashtra, he could see the whole thing through his heart, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. This is all Krishna's arrangement, and again, it's all a reciprocation of each one of sincerity and seva bhav and the love for Bhagavatam. Thank you so much.
After a long time, we had a long discussion today, Prabhu. I still remember the Ganesh Chaturthi day you were in Pune, and we had a long discussion throughout the day.
All day Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Prabhu,
I have one
Dhritarashtra
more
was,
all day Bhagavatam. Devotees are pushing me to do that same 15th chapter for all day Bhagavatam.
Prabhu, Dhritarashtra was offered the sight, right? Divya Drishti, but he refused, like we are refusing to see him.
Yeah.
At least
No.
I can.
No. What he said is that after seeing Krishna, he was so inspired, so much spiritualized that he said, Krishna actually gives the option. You want to keep the eyes uh, from here on? He said, no. After seeing you, I don't want to see anything else in this world. So in actuality, he didn't see Duryodhana Dushasana also.
No, sorry, I didn't understand. No, sorry, Prabhu. Before Sanjay, Dhritarashtra was offered the Divya Drishti, right?
I don't think so. Only Sanjay was given.
Okay.
Or maybe somebody say that, I think he was given and he said, no, I don't want, but give this to Sanjay, he will explain to me. Something like that. I heard those two. Both versions I've heard. But maybe he knew that he has to see all these people dying, so he didn't want to do that. Hearing itself is so painful, seeing will be even more painful. But for that one display of his sincerity, the devotion, he got Vidura come back and perfect his life, final moments of his life. Rest of his whole life was nonsense, but then this part alone, he was a little bit
Of all
Krishna conscious.
he insulted, came back to take him.
And this is the beauty of Swalpamasya Apyasya Dharmasya.
सही है. तो उसने कौन सा काम किया था प्रभु धृतराष्ट्र ने?
वही काम. After seeing Krishna offered him, you want to keep it for the rest of your life, you can keep it. But he said, no, Krishna, I don't want to. After seeing you, I don't want to see anything else in this world.
Sorry, when was he shown Prabhu his form?
That when the Shanti Dut, no? When he became a Shanti Dut, he showed the Vishwarupa. That time Dhritarashtra also saw that. He gave him the eyes to see. Essentially, Dhritarashtra. Sorry, Prabhu. Go ahead.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ एक तरफ लगे पड़े हैं, दूसरी तरफ धृतराष्ट्र खाली.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat?
I am saying one side are devotees बेचारे लगे हुए हैं किसी तरीके से कुछ हो जाए, बात बन जाए. एक तरफ धृतराष्ट्र आराम से चलो बैठे बैठाए हो गया काम.
No, but the beauty is that नहीं प्रभु, आप थोड़ा इसमें थोड़ा you should have the understanding again. All others were able to see Krishna even in his physical absence. Vidura was able to see Krishna even in the forest. But Dhritarashtra was not able to see Krishna even when he was standing in front of him. So that is why he gave him that mercy. Okay, you at least see once. And that also you see, he did not see Krishna in his normal form. He only saw the Krishna in the Vishwarupa form.
तो हमारे साथ तो इतना भी नहीं हो रहा.
Prabhu, you be happy that he's not showing the Vishwarupa form to us. That will be full of, he will show us when is he going to swallow us and all Janma Dukkam, Jara Dukkam, Jaya Dukkam.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything is, all Dukkas he will show. So that's why devotees don't like this. By reading everything, Kala personified. Only destruction he will show. That.
हाँ, इधर तो अनियन गार्लिक, उधर तो पता नहीं क्या क्या चल रहा था.
क्या क्या चल रहा है? So sweet, So Krishna is very kind, and that's the thing that I was telling, that Dhritarashtra, he just did that one good thing of saying, Krishna, yes, I don't want any other, I don't want to see anything else. So he gave the mercy of Sanjaya and then later Vidura. And the constant association also with Vidura, even though it was superficial from his side. Eventually, it was Vidura's mercy that brought Vidura to Dhritarashtra, not that Dhritarashtra was hankering to see Vidura. He was so joyful being treated like a royal king by Yudhishthira Maharaj, Arjuna, and all that. And
क्या वो विशीर्ण दंतो कफ उद्भगवामा?
sorry, Prabhu?
वो जाके तो बोलते हैं ना तुम्हारे दांत हिल रहे हैं अंदर से आते बाहर आ रही
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody has to come and tell you. Actually,
विशीर्ण दंतो
Vidura is like the that full body test that people go for in the hospitals.
उसका सीटी स्कैन कर दिया विशीर्ण दंतो
Yeah,
कफ
yeah, yeah.
उद्गम
We think that when we go to hospitals, they say, "Oh, full body checkup kar do. It's free. Office is giving free of charge," and then they will show you. Office giving free means there is some hidden thing there. And once they do the full body check, they will give all these things. Oh, this is wrong. In 5 years, this will be gone. This is wrong. In 2 years, you will lose this if you don't do etc. Then you will start worrying. Simply, if you are alone, you will at least be happy for those 2 years. Once a test comes, so up to that time, you will be in anxiety. So Vidura had to come and tell him, your teeth are loose. Your liver is coughing up my mucus too much. Then your kidney is not working. Your lungs are not working. Everything he had to go and come and show the report. Then you come to see. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, we heard the story of the sparrow and the Samudra ocean actually, but I think we can, like today's translation, seeing my attempts, I think seeing the attempts of the sparrow, I heard this story many times, but I think today after listening to you and after this our discussion, I feel that it was as a Paramatma, Krishna only, he saw the sincere efforts of that sparrow, and that way the Garuda was motivated to come.
Exactly. He sent Garuda. He comes in the form of Garuda. I mean,
He
they're sending the Guru. Garuda is a Guru. Garuda is a spiritual master. Right?
Yes. I always used to think sparrow is
the only non-vegetarian spiritual master. Just kidding. For him, the snakes and fish are the food, and he had to eat those. But that doesn't stop him from loving Krishna and serving Krishna. Right? It's called Srotravaji. Srotravaji means when his wings are flapped, that emanates Samaved. He is actually, by his flapping the wings, he can chant Samaved.
By flapping क्या? Samaved क्या?
He can emanate the sound vibration of Samaved.
Oh, okay.
Garudji. He chants by flapping his wings. Because he cannot chant while flying, no, all air will go inside. He's not. We are flying in the flight, which inside the flight, no problem with the air, controlled air. But when he's flying with so much speed, all the wind will go inside. Right? It will not allow him to fly fast. He's in open flight. Right? So he chants by flapping his wings.
But if we see, Prabhu, this particular story, I mean, as Prabhuji mentioned, ये हमारे केस की बात ही हो रही है. I mean, we are just trying to take a drop from the ocean, right? It's only Krishna's and Guru's mercy that we will be able to do something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes. But you see one thing, the beauty here is... Sorry, Prabhu?
The sparrow attempt is much more determined than at least mine.
Well, Sparrow realized that I will do it at any cost, because the point is Sparrow's determination came from not its physical strength, but from its mental strength, that of its attachment to get back his eggs. Same way, if our attachment is somehow or other by hook or crook, it doesn't matter. I have to get Krishna association. And as Prabhupada has given us through holy names and Bhagavatam, association duties, etc., we will leave everything else and come like how the sparrow is. I know I have 18,000 shlokas, man. One shloka takes so many weeks. I cannot do this. We can easily say this. But in the association, we are able to get the nectar. And that is where when we see that you are, Krishna sees our attempt, and then he gives in the form of through the different devotees speaking their realizations, etc. He is exhibiting himself, and he's just like Garudaji is coming to help the sparrow. We are all, each of us are sparrows, but all the rest of us combined together are like the Garudaji, our spiritual master. Our Prabhupada is our Garudaji. Otherwise, without his mercy, do you think we can understand these words?
Very true, Prabhuji. Yes. Prabhupada is a Garuda actually. Garuda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, the Lord was much pleased with Narad Muni, and therefore the necessary strength was invested in him so that he could hear the Lord. Here, that hearing part is not simply the hearing part alone, to understand the import of that words that he is speaking. When I'm saying you are not going to see me, I'm not going to give you darshan anymore, he gave him the import of that, meaning that what you are going to see later, how Narad Muni took that as a special mercy. Like earlier, he took his mother away. At that time also, he says, I took it as special mercy of the Lord. Again, there also, Krishna was giving him the mercy, right? The Bhaktivedantas, they went away. Again, he took it as their special mercy. At least the process that they left with me is with me.
Just like Bhagavad Gita was spoken to many, but only Arjun could understand.
Yeah. Only he could hear. I think the others not hear.
He could listen instead of hearing.
He could listen. Yeah. That's why this word heart has both ear and hear inside it.
Wow.
HEART has EAR also and HEAR also. Right? So the ear
And it
is
has
actually art also. Yes.
Art of hearing and listening.
Yeah. Listening. Yeah. Very nice.
वाह क्या point है जबरदस्त. Thank you Prabhu.
So shall we wind up, Krishna willing, with a heavy heart? Really, I don't feel like leaving, but we have to give the time for devotees also to rest and do their whatever other things pending.
Saturday होता है आपका ये?
हाँ 10:30 सुबह का. Yeah, IST. आपका 9 AM.
Okay. I'll add Sita Rani also in this.
Yeah, anybody can add others. So you can add anyone else who you think would be benefited by this devotees session and add them. You can add in the group directly. And yeah, 9:30. Sorry, 10:30. It's 10:30 for us, India time, and we usually go till 12:15. Because devotees' questions and discussions are always, and usually we are able to discuss only 1 verse or half a verse. So I'm telling you in advance that this is a very, very slow progressing train.
No, because each verse is a universe.
Even slower than goods train.
Then each verse is a universe.
Universe. Thank you, bro. Thank you for joining. Really, it is so nice because you lifted it to the next level. I'd like to hear more from you as you go along. Okay, so we will continue. There are many more things to discuss, but we'll continue next when Krishna arranges next Saturday maybe. Krishna will continue on next few Retiarian verses. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Pati Vaishnava ki jai, Pandav Nichale Parishwata ki jai, Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhagavan Tagore, Pramanande, Hari Hari Bhagavan Chakra, Kripa Sindhu Paditana, Bhavan Vaishnava Namo Namaha.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. हरे कृष्ण
So